You missed one hell of a stormer of a match between both Mousesports and Flipside. Flipside, of course, won that game on train. They accumulated more terrorist rounds than Mousesports, which goes on to us speaking about our format here at the Omen Challenge this year. Just as the game begins, NATO, tell the guys at home and the guys here at Gamescom what our slightly varied format is going to be for today.
Yeah, so only terrorist rounds count, and we have 15 minutes per half. So that's the really simple way to put it. We also have a challenge in play, and this is one that you, the viewers on Twitch, have decided to put into play, which is going to be headshot only. So this whole entire match is going to be only headshots, and we'll see how that comes into play. What a pretty amazing stack by Mousesports. I'm actually really liking this because I bet what they've been doing here is they made a strategy where they put everyone on one side of the map, and this means that even if the bomb goes down, they can just run and hide and take some time off the clock, as we saw Flipside do it earlier. But Stiko with the first, Chris J with the second, Saz also with one, and Stiko, wow, he just manhandles Saz there in the site, as Sonny also picks up Mimi. So I am not entirely sure why we have... It says that Robs is in spawn, but I can tell her he's dead. So I don't know what's been going wrong, but I think it should be all good from here on out.
Yeah, fingers crossed it gets sorted out. It just looks like Rops is on the server, but obviously maybe another version of him is timed out. It should fix itself. No need to worry. It's Dynasty that need to worry at the current moment in time, because they need as many terrorist rounds as they can get. And they are short on cash. Headshot only mode, and Styko going big nice and early on with the shotgun. Chris J comes in with one of his own as Vilga looks to avenge the death of her teammates. Styko and Chris J, full control of Banana. And what a peach of a round that was. 2-0 Mousesports. Dynasty yet to get their first terrorist round on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but we do see them buy up with 5 AKs. And something we saw in the first game, this is something that the players themselves mentioned in the interviews. When you play headshot only, it's actually really hard to play the defensive side, the counter-terrorist side, simply because you will have M4s and Pharmacies instead of AKs. So the one-hit headshots aren't really into play before you pick up an AK. We see Vilga here with a masterclass. And wait, did they just line up? Did he just get a double?
I think he did.
Did he really just go and do that?
Wow, well, you know, in the Omen ads that was played earlier on, their beautiful 120Hz monitor laptops were described as giving players a relentless edge, and that was certainly a relentless kill from Oscar with his scout. Double headshot, no fear, no mercy from the Mousesports boys. But Dynasty running up Banana with the Rec 9s, but it's going to be so difficult for them to catch these headshots as Chris J waits and grabs 2, 3, 4. 4 rounds Mousesports, 4 kills to Chris J. This man is on fire today.
Yeah, nothing else to say. We saw him step up on both sides of Train versus Flipside, and admittedly, probably a better team than Dynasty here, but still, really crazy that he gets 4 headshots. You can see all of the female players almost standing still, trying to line up that headshot, because he was just crouched, but he was wise enough to actually just pick the perfect moment to land those headshots, and somehow manages to come out unscathed. Kind of unsurprisingly, I guess, in a headshot-only mode, but still, the fact that he just managed to stay alive there was pretty amazing. Now, Stiko with his auto shotgun is also going to town. He's already gotten 2 kills, and it's not the first time we've seen him get so many kills with this auto shotgun. Does also actually tag up Giuliano, and Antika is also slightly low, so perhaps a bit of miscommunication. And this could give Sonny a chance to play into this round. He does spot the kneecap, and unfortunately, he can't shoot the knees, but he can shoot the heads, and heads is all he's gonna shoot as he takes down both Giuliano and Antika and wins the 1 versus 2 to put Mousesports up 5-0, kinda.
Unfortunately, not much you can really do there when some of these Mousesports players have been as on fire as they have been so far this game. Oscar auto-shotty, Styko with the SMG, Chris J with that auto-sniper we saw him wreak absolute havoc with earlier. But surely Lord Gaben is going to decide soon that Dynasty's first round must come on the board, and Vilga and Antika are looking to try and make that happen now. Frags left, right and centre all over the map. It's advantage to Dynasty. Rops, last man standing. And he knows exactly what's happening here, maybe. Dynasty looking to make their way up Banana, but they're waiting for him to come through. Flashbang gets propelled over towards Banana, and Antika should find herself with a relatively easy finish, but she runs out of ammo. And can Rops do the impossible? It looked like he may have just managed to drop Antika as well. Team kill coming out from Giuliano, but they won't care. First terrorist round finally for Dynasty, and this is something they can build on, something they can propel themselves on, and hopefully it's a sign of more terrorist rounds to come.
Giuliano just had to check if the server was configured so you couldn't kill your teammates. Unfortunately not. No, but definitely a bit of a weird way to end that round. And we see actually Mimi only on a pistol. It would have likely been a rifle had that knife not come in, but I'm liking how Styko is playing this auto shotgun constantly, and it does seem to be paying off. Does once again get an opener towards the B bomb site, and Robs, what a massive flank he's on. They don't really know, and he goes for the knife. Unfortunate for him, I guess. A bit too fast for Styko. The sidestepping with this shotgun and then just headshotting people is too much for the girls right now. And Sonny up close and personal with the Desert Eagle at hand does take down the one. Chris J with the second. 1 versus 2 for Mimi, and she's not going to be able to get it. And Tika actually getting an assist on Mimi. So right now the females, I don't know, a bit of a cat fight going on, kind of.
I was really intrigued there to see whether he'd be able to pull the knife off. I'm not sure what the new Valve headshot-only default mode gives you in terms of knife kills, but I think back in the 1.6 or 1.5 days, you used to be able to get a knife headshot, which was pretty cool. But I think he may have struggled to get a knife kill with it being on headshot-only mode. But it was certainly something for us to chuckle about. He's going to push straight up mid. Massacres 1, Massacres 2. Dynasty are falling apart at mid on Inferno. Zaz wants revenge with the Rec 9 as she nails Oscar in the head, and the Dynasty players are stampeding towards this A bomb site. Chris, though, has other ideas. You're not getting on my bomb site. You're not planting that bomb. Here's my dagger, shoved straight in your kidney. 7-1, Mousesports. They're chuckling about it, but they've been completely dominant so far.
Yeah, and it's again Chris J stepping up. We saw it here with the knife. Oh, well, look at Robs. He's having a laugh. For some reason, he thought that was the perfect time to kill off Chris J. They can't even
just tested things like Mimi was, right?
Yeah, I guess. And yeah, but this is. Oh, look at this! This is turning into some real weird CS. But this isn't exactly what the Omen Challenge is. If you have just joined us, it is a bit of weird CS. It is a format that you don't normally see. It's 15-minute round, 15-minute halves, and only terrorist rounds count. So for the Dynasty girls here, they want to just play out the rounds quickly, and that's why you see them running around with knives. The other reason why I want to see them, the other reason you see them running around with knives is that this is currently a headshot only, and yeah, we're seeing all sorts of weird stuff going on this round. We saw a Zeus, a knife, a team kill in spawn, a suicide. I'm not sure. What am I missing on that list, Kainite? I think we've checked it all off.
Yeah, I think we've seen everything so far this game. But what we haven't seen are all of our challenges that the guys at home can vote for. Of course, one more game this evening live from the Omen Challenge by HP from Gamescom 2017. We're in Hall 8. If you happen to be in Cologne at the moment, come check us out. We've obviously already seen the Earthquake Chair. We're currently seeing the Headshot Challenge, but we still have the Death Zone. and the timeout challenges that we haven't quite seen so far. So on that note, we saw Sonic Boom in the previous game. Tell us a little bit about the Death Zone, NATO.
Yeah, so the Death Zone is basically that each team has 3 opportunities during the match where they can completely mute the opposing team for 20 seconds. So this could be good to bring out in a 1 versus X scenario, a clutch round, and maybe, you know, a last second defuse, bring it out in such a round. We haven't seen it come into play yet, so we don't know how it will be used and perhaps also abused. But a lot of soos. There's definitely some rhyming going on. But as the round finishes, I could maybe talk about the Death Zone again. So you got 3 opportunities, mute the other team for 20 seconds at a time, and you basically gotta hit a big red button. I don't think you can see it on your screens right now, but you will be able to see it in between the games when you'll be given a tour of the stage by our lovely host, James Banks. Now, it is 10-1 Kyanite, and it does look like it's a match that massively favors Mousesports.
Yep, it is. And the format, of course, is 15 minutes each half for each side to try and win as many terrorist rounds as possible. And could this be the second round that Dynasty have been pushing for? Loads of blood, sweat and tears has got into this round unless Styko can pull off the 4 versus 1 clutch. 1 massacred, the second slain over towards the A-bomb site, and he knows that Zaz is in pit as well. There's the 3rd headshot from Styko. Oh, 4 from Styko. What a play, what a player, what a clutch.
What?
Headshot only, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I don't think there was anything easy peasy about that round until Styko came in and changed that round on its head. That was absolutely insane. I wouldn't even call it flicks, but it's just kind of like the lock-on aim there from Styko is just absolutely picture perfect.
Flush is proud of that one.
Crazy 1 versus 4 with an ace as well. Amazing stuff. So now we see Mimi actually, did she take down both players on Banana? I do believe she did. So B side is open, or so they think, but Chris J is hiding in the shadows. Takes the first, takes the second as well. What a fantastic shot from Chris. And will he be able to do what Styko just did in the round prior?
Chris marching towards that larger A-bomb site, coming around quad side. Eyes peeled for any Dynasty girls appearing in his way, stampeding his way through. Anything you can do, Styko, I can do better, is what Chris J is saying as he puts his foot down here in Cologne. 12th round for Mousesports. Dynasty.
That's so
unlucky, guys.
I don't know what to say. That looks,
you know what
so
I really like?
Sexy.
Rop's in the bottom left corner. You can see how much he's enjoying this.
Yeah.
And I think it's safe to say we are loving it as well.
Yeah, I definitely am. I can't speak to you, or for you, of course, but I've just, every time I've been looking at the Mousesports guys, especially Robs has just been chuckling to himself. So it's nice that we get a camera on him so you can really see that he's just having a constant smile on his face. We are seeing him just push aggressively as Chris J and Styko, the men of the hour, at least before, but this time it could be Sonny or it could be Oscar. Oscar with 1, trying to get some spam through the smoke. Nothing yet connects though, and Antika does miss the opportunity. Oscar with a good flash and a fantastic headshot. Was that 100 damage from that range? I think it actually was. That's pretty insane. This time though, we have another in the clutch, 1 versus 2. Should be easier than a 1 versus 4, but obviously it's hard to know. You've got Oscar rushing with the shotgun, and Giuliano takes down the first. Needs to reload up, only has 2 bullets left in the magazine. And Sonny on the prowl does get taken down by Giuliano, and that is the second round on the board for the females of Dynasty as we near the end of this first half.
4 kills for Giuliano that last round. It goes to show why she is such a crucial member of this side. 12-2 the score, 40 seconds remaining. This will be the last round until it will be Mousesports go on the terrorist side. Sunny gets blown to smithereens, nice and early by Zaz. Rops gets a kill with the auto sniper, whilst Chris J causes problems down Banana. 2 versus 2. Dynasty, if they win this round, it could make all the difference. 2 versus 1. Styko now with 15 seconds to go, last round with the shotgun. He's got Giuliano coming his way. Out comes the shotgun, but Antika will dispose of him instead. So, NATO.